we have the current stock market update for Super Micro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So here we've got a 30-minute price chart, and this chart is such a mess. We've gone back and forth here between kind of looking at the short-term timeframes and the long-term timeframes. There are different situations where you might want to do one or the other. And currently what we're looking at here is a 30-minute price chart. And I actually want to move in even closer than this on this time frame here. But first, I want to start with sort of this broader view, just to try to assess where we are at the moment, because there's been a lot of damage that's been done to this stock. A lot is going on here. So, of course, we did see this previous major decline here that established lows at 395 and then broke again lower to the downside at 382. We were starting to look at that as though that could be a longer term bottom here, because we were starting to produce structures that were more constructive, more bullish, more positive. We were starting to see these sideways trading ranges that were developing, consolidation zones, and then movements higher. So those are bullish events. I mean, that is a bullish process that's taking place. But then since then we get this, this new Department of Justice investigation news from the Wall Street Journal, and then here we go again with another major decline here. So, what I do actually want to do with this video is I want to take a look at this more recent trend move to the downside. But I just first want to kind of zoom out a bit here so we can try to get a sense of where we stand currently within the broader picture. And I understand like this, 30-minute price chart, is that really the broader picture? No, not normally, but this is not a normal situation for this stock. So, currently what we're looking at here, this is sort of the broader view, and it's strange. It's almost funny to be saying that on a 30-minute time frame. So I do want to look a bit closer at this price movement here, and I will be zooming in a second. But I just want to sort of first define these trend highs and trend lows and the activity that was being seen previously, because the real question here at this point is whether or not 373.10 is the bottom. I mean, I'm seeing many comments in the comment section here that say, the stock is doomed. Timber, this is what a stock crash looks like. There's a lot of, there are a lot of negative comments, many more negative comments than positive comments. But I would just want to challenge people to kind of think about at this point is, buying stocks at the best moments are typically occur when it's not easy, when it's most difficult. The expression is when there's blood in the streets, buy property. Okay, that might seem like a strange thing to say or whatever, but it means, when things are at their absolute worst, and they look terrible, that's actually when you want to start buying, because that's when the price is going to be lowest. So the real question here, and nobody really knows, I mean, I'm not saying that we know the answer to this, but the real question here is whether or not 373.10 is the ultimate price low. So that really is the question that we're going to be trying to ask here and address here with the rest of this video. So quickly, just to sort of zoom into the 15-minute price chart here, what we're going to be looking at here is this ultimate price high, and then compare that to the ultimate price low. So as we can see here, it's this essential movement here. What we're really looking at is this major drop from 44.46 to 373.10. This really was the event that was created by that Wall Street Journal report. And, as we can see here, share prices did start to face some resistance at some very important levels. So we do need to sort of drill into this a bit closer. And maybe actually I'll look at a 5-minute price chart. Okay, so as we can see here, we're just going to zoom in a bit more closely, because the ultimate failure here did come in right around the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. If we were on the 15-minute price zone, maybe I should actually go back to that, because that did show some interesting moving average readings as well. But what we can see here is that share prices did sort of fail right in advance of this region here, which comes in at 442.50 roughly. So we didn't quite get to that point. But what we can see here is that, share prices are starting to fail right in advance of an important Fibonacci zone. So that is a key indicator here at the moment. In my view, we really do need to see a break above that area, and it comes in right around 442.20 currently. And we did see near-term highs, which came in at, this would be 437. 97. So we were very close here, as we can see. And I do want to sort of move back to this 15-minute chart a bit here, just so that we can sort of see, how this is lining up with the exponential moving averages as they work in conjunction with that Fibonacci retracement zone. So, as we can see here, the share price itself really did fail right at this 200-hour EMA, which rests just in advance of this 442 level, which is the 618 retracement. So in my view, what really needs to happen here, I mean, if you're bullish on this stock, what I would want to see here would be a break of this area here, 442.20. If we do see a break there, then we would be above the entire exponential moving average cluster on the 15-minute time frame. And then in addition to that, we would also be trading above the 618 retracement as well. So what that would start to suggest then would be that we would be able then to recover this entire price movement here and then retest that 484.46 high. One potential risk here would be the potential support turned resistance zone, which currently comes in right around 457.20. Just write that in here. 457.20 would be the potential support turned resistance zone. So the reason that I'm really pointing to this here is because this was sort of the breakdown point previously. This wasn't really the range bottom that we were seeing, but the prior support zone that had developed here, this is where it came in. So roughly what I'm looking at is really this price candle here. It's a little bit difficult to see because the chart sort of flatlines here so much. But this did ultimately work as the final support zone before we saw this major decline lower. So this essentially was the breakdown point, 457.20. Ideally, what I would really like to see would be a break above 442.20. You could encounter some resistance here at 457.20. But overall, I would expect to really see a retest of these prior highs if we do break above this region here, because there's enough technical evidence that's forming in that area to suggest that share prices could continue then to move higher. Overall here, we do need to sort of reassess the indicator reading because what we're currently seeing here is a continued trend wave movement here to the top side. I mean, we have actually, believe it or not, through this entire process here on the downside, we have actually managed to maintain an upward momentum reading in share prices. So, there have been some declines here, but they haven't been excessive enough to damage the indicator reading. So overall, I would like to see a break of 442.50 first, but I think that we're going up from here. I think that we could be looking at a retest of 484 here relatively soon. Here's the current stock market update for Super Micro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.